Technology continues to change the world and is even making some shifts in the workplace. Joining me once again, Mike Fettig from the Fettig team. So we're seeing some trends when it comes to flexible work options, and technology certainly playing a role in all of that.
It definitely does. It's a lot easier for people to have the ability to work from home and to pursue those types of options when in the past that was more difficult. So.
Yeah. Earlier in the show, we were talking about a teacher who wasn't able to be in the classroom anymore. He's been able to bring the classroom to him, and luckily his employer was able to do that too, to also be flexible. That's a huge part of it.
It is. It's changing. We have things like Skype where it's almost free for people to connect over the internet and talk and have meetings. And so as that change and as those technologies get better, we're seeing more and more employers embrace those employees doing that sort of remote work, whether it's in sales or in technology-based companies, and even some office-related work where people are doing contract positions through the internet, getting connected with companies and doing that work from home.
And that's one thing too. I mean, if you're going to work from home, if you're going to do work on a contract basis, you really do need to be very disciplined.
Absolutely. There's a few things that people should do if they're going to be working from home. You need to know yourself well enough to know that you are going to be disciplined without somebody connecting with you on a regular basis, and that you're going to stay on task and be able to complete those things. Also, having an actual workspace, a place where you can shut a door and get away from whatever else is going on in your household is really important. Establishing sort of an actual office environment is also a good idea. And a lot of people sometimes forget that they need other people to help them. So staying connected with your coworkers remotely or having meetings is also really important.
Is it okay to approach your boss, say if you're thinking about, I still want to work, but I need to go part-time, things like that? They might be open to things.
There is some of that changing. In a lot of cases, these jobs are probably going to be advertised like that from the start, and so, but we are seeing employers becoming more flexible, and some of those changes happening for people where you could work part-time and work remotely and cover some hours at home and still get the same amount of work done. Yeah,
because it does feel like the days of, punching the time clock at 8 a.m. and leaving at 5, those days do seem kind of over for most places.
For a lot of companies, and there is a shift, and some things are changing, so it's just some self-awareness. Whether or not you're the right fit for that type of a role would be good to evaluate before you're entering into it, and just making sure it's the right thing, because a lot of people still feed off of relationships, and you might be a little bit more on your own in that kind of environment.
All right, great advice. How can people get a hold of you?
Follow us on Facebook and share those jobs. It's Fettig on Facebook or FettigTeam.com.
All right, thanks. See you next week.
Thank you.
Christian.
What does it take to become a police dog? The ability to take down criminals